As the big holiday 2016 shopping season draws closer, Black Friday and Christmas, we ask the burning questions. Do console exclusives still matter? Do exclusive console bundles sell the platform to you? And what really constitutes a true exclusive? This could get contentious. Don't go anywhere. What is up, Twitter thugs, social media reprobates, and gamers in general? I'm Fox, and you're watching PlayStation News Now, your source of news, rumour, video game discussion, and our weekly The Gamer Couch podcast, which kicks off this Thursday, 9 PM. Now, you can keep up to date by following the channel via Twitter, Fox at PS News Now, as seen in the bottom right of your screen. In today's video, yes, holiday 2016 shopping season is soon to be upon us, the winter of our content. So we've decided to really kick off this debate, this red hot debate, something we haven't done in a while. And for the purposes of this debate, I'm going to allow video comments. So do console exclusives really make a difference? What is an exclusive and how does it affect consumer purchases? Now, many a PC gamer will tell you exclusives are terrible and only serve to really restrict gamers from playing games. Now, to some intents and purposes, I agree that every gamer should get to experience games. However, there are some caveats to that, and we'll get into that later. But PC gamers also have a motive behind what they say, and that motive is PC gamers want all your console games. PlayStation 4 Slim, PlayStation 4 Pro, Xbox One S, and what is likely the Wii U's last holiday before its replacement, the Nintendo NX hits retail stores everywhere, reportedly coming March 2017. So the deciding factor for many a gamer is without question the games, whether bundled in with a new console purchase or sold separately. As we expect, game stores the world over will be pushing this season's hardware in games aggressively. But what is the overriding factor in deciding which of the big three console manufacturers get your cash? Is it price or simply exclusive games? For many, it'll mostly boil down to a combination of both. Microsoft don't tend to release much throughout the year, choosing to stack their lineup for the holidays. But it must be said, Microsoft have stacked some big hitters starting this autumn/fall, with the likes of Forza Horizon 3, Gears of War 4, and Dead Rising 4. Though every one of those titles will be available on PC and will look and perform better on the latter. Never mind true 4K, what about true exclusives, Microsoft? First, we must be clear on what a true exclusive is. Well, that's a subject that has become rather cloudy for many gamers this generation, and it's mostly because Microsoft have decided to change the narrative. Here's the thing, I'm probably older than most gamers, cutting my teeth on the medium way back in the 80s with Atari, ColecoVision, Sega and Nintendo, and even back then it was all about exclusives. Often gamers would debate during school lunch breaks and on the bus as we made our way home. Is the Way of the Exploding Fist better than Karate Plus? And on which of the, at the time, big three platforms, the Commodore 64, Amstrad CPC 464 or the ZX Spectrum 48K? Did gamers buy the original Mortal Kombat more so on Sega Genesis than on Super Nintendo purely because Nintendo, being a family-friendly game company, decided the pixelated gore was just a bit too much for its audience? And did Grand Theft Auto 4 do better on Xbox 360 because of the timed exclusivity on the game's DLC? These are all very important purchasing options, where actually it affected sales of software and hardware, it must be said, and both Sony and Nintendo know this all too well. And whilst we're on the subject of Nintendo, just where do they fit into all this? Well, Nintendo will always be Nintendo, a very conservative company slow to change. and its waning Wii U platform is very soon to be defunct, as Nintendo has confirmed it will stop producing units in the West, and reports suggest NX will launch early next year. But what does Nintendo have in its arsenal to give the Wii U a good send-off? Well, for starters, Wii U owners get to play Paper Mario Color Splash. And, well, that's all she wrote. Given that this is the Wii U's final year, this isn't a particularly great showing from Nintendo, but hey, at least it's exclusive. Now, Sony tend to do things a little different to Microsoft, choosing to spread its game releases throughout the entire year. But the fallout from that is that most forget what has come and gone and look to the holidays for their next big fix. It doesn't help that some key Sony PlayStation exclusives have slipped to early 2017, leaving a rather sizable hole in the PlayStation Holiday 2016 lineup. The long-awaited The Last Guardian, Gravity Rush 2, Dragon Quest Builders and Final Fantasy World, which could be seen as an eclectic selection of titles coming exclusively to PlayStation. Of course, PC gamers will argue exclusives should just simply go away and cease to be a thing, which effectively removes the #1 reason to even own or purchase a game console. And whilst I agree people shouldn't have to miss out, it's a fact of life, and it's important to remember the main reason we choose the platforms we do. And that's quite simply the exclusives. Which brings us to the end of another video. If you enjoyed the content, go ahead and hit the like button. Thanks to all those who kindly share our videos, helping us to reach more PlayStation fans and gamers in general. And of course, subscribe for more news, rumour and always video game discussion. Now do remember the comments are now open for this particular video, so share your comments, thoughts and opinions, but be nice to each other. And until next time, play games, not corporations. Thanks for watching, everybody.